Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2021. We are continuing our third season with Neftekhimik in the Russian First Division. This is our third season overall in the challenge as well, so things are going pretty good still. A couple boring results, to be fair, but still undefeated at the moment for the last, I think, 10 home games and like the last 7 or 8 just total games. So not too bad, although we did have a couple draws in there, which were a little bit disappointing. But today we face off against Angie, which is just above us in the league. They're number 4 in the league. And then we go up against Nizhny Novgorod, who is the team that we passed up an offer for in the offseason. So two really, really strong, good games that are going to tell a lot about our team today. Let's just jump right into the episode. So here we are. Last game you guys saw was Baltica, the 4-0 win there against Baltica. We then went up against an away game against Zenit 2, which is, I think, third in the league right now. Zenit 2, yeah, they're third in the league right now. So getting a draw there was probably a good result, all things considered. Honestly, just kind of a boring game, like I said, but probably the right result, the result that we wanted. We then went up against Spartak M2, who was above us in the league. I think they dropped below us. Yeah, they're below us now. I think they were like 5th or 4th, something like that. And we were like 6th at the time. They didn't qualify for playoffs. Our playoffs situation hasn't changed at all, but they were technically a little bit above us before we beat them 2-1. In fact, this game was really very much in our control for most of it. They picked up a very, very late goal there, but otherwise we went up 2-0 early in the game and then just held on and stayed strong. With a goal from Levin and Kaplenko in that game. We then went up against Shinnik in a home game. They were 10th in the league at the time that we played them. Bit of a disappointing result here, I must be honest. I was really hoping for a win here. Just couldn't pull it off. So I think we left some points out on the field on this one. If we picked up those points, that would have put us, no, it still would have put us in 5th, but obviously a lot closer to Angie. And if we beat Angie today, that would have put us above them. Excuse me. Here comes the yawns for Football Manager. So not getting that win against Shinnik really cost us the ability to leapfrog Angie here in this next game. Although getting ahead of Angie, what does that do for us? We're still in playoffs. You know, we still got a long ways to go. 12 points shy of being able to be an automatic promotion to take over Ufa, or 15 points to take over Yenisei. So it's starting to look very unlikely as we get further into the season that we're going to get even close to automatic promotion, which is unfortunate because I'm a little worried that we won't be able to survive the playoffs because we're going to be playing up against some really good teams coming down from the Premier League. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We actually do have a game in hand, I just realized. So I guess it's not quite as bad. We're only about 9 points off of Ufa, but still going to be really, really tough to make up that ground. The only other thing I would say is that we did pick up a new transfer here. Mimito Bayai, however you say it. He comes in, it's listed as an tag midfielder on the left-hand side. We're bringing him in because he actually is also a very much a natural in the midfield and a defensive midfield, and he's got some really decent stats. Now, we didn't finish the full scouting report on him. We just did an early scouting to kind of get some of the ranges, but he's already got some really decent stats for us. Really good physical stats, really good mental stats. So good passing, good technique. I mean, that's really a lot of the things we would want from either a midfielder or a defensive midfielder. And if he comes in and plays either one of those roles very, very well, especially if he plays them as well as he plays inverted winger, which is currently 5-star, crazy stuff, then he would actually come in and help us to do some rotation in that midfield. Or actually, more than likely, either he would play our defensive midfielder starting role, or he would push one of our current midfielders who are, you know, really good players back to that defensive midfielder role because they could play that as well. Excuse me. Good. I apologize for the yawns today. I wasn't yawning literally until I started sitting here talking. And again, who knows? Maybe it's the lights. Maybe it's something else. But really, he comes in. I mean, he's only been playing in the Portuguese third division, which, yeah, you know, what does that say? I don't know. But he's playing good, putting up some good average ratings. So that's good to see. And we were bringing him in for about 6.4 million rubles. Exactly, 6.4 million rubles, which I feel like is a fair price for someone who potentially of his caliber. And we're not paying him a ton of wages necessarily. Did give him a bit of a pay raise over what he's currently making at 30K per week. I think we're paying him 150 or something like that, 140, something like that. Which is a bit of a bump up, but still within reasonable bounds. And like I said, we'll find out. I mean, 24 years old, he's young. We'll see what he can do. And did we overpay for him? I don't know. We got him a little bit less than his value. So whether his value is accurate or not, we'll find out. But I think it was a good pickup for us. We won't get he won't join us until after the winter break. So January, I think 29th or something like that. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, let's just jump right into the Angie game now. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Nothing else has happened. We do have a couple injuries. Nikita is currently injured. He technically could play in this game today. I don't know if I want to risk him. I mean, we need him. We're going to need him for the long haul. No point in risking him today. If we lose against Angie on a away game, that would be unfortunate, but really don't want to risk him. He's going to be on the bench, though, if we really need to bring him in. But we're going to see if Tatarinov and Uridia can play, do well. The only other thing I would say is that our defender right now, we did have to pull Litvinov back to defender and Klinken back to midfield. And the reason for that is because our current normal defensive midfielder, Dvorskov, he was only supposed to be suspended for 1 game. And I think because he was technically still on the Neftekhimik 2 squad, it wasn't counting his suspension game miss. And so he's been suspended for like 3 games instead of 1 game. So I didn't catch it at first. And then when I finally caught it, I was like, wait a minute, I'm confused. What's going on here? So that's the only thing I can think of is that because he was on that team and maybe they haven't played a game. I don't know what's going on. That's why his suspension hasn't actually gotten used up yet. So a bit unfortunate because I'd like to start him and maybe clink him back up. But especially with Nikita out, putting Klinken up here with Uridia would have been ideal, but we can't do that. So, all right. Hopefully the yawns go away soon. I apologize if you yawned. You have to give a like. That is the rule. You know, yawns are supposed to be contagious, which means you have to like. So I'm kidding, obviously. So yeah, so here's the team we're bringing. We're gonna bring Gorbanov, Agapov, Medyub, and Malirov across the back. Litvinov pulling back to that defensive spot. Either him or Kaplenko could play defender, which is why that new guy, if he comes in, he can play any of those 3 spots. Then we've got 3 guys that can rotate however we feel like they would play best. That's going to be the strength of our team right there. And then, of course, Klinken and Kaplenko in the midfield, Eremenko playing attacking midfielder, and Tatarinov and Uridia up front. Playing a little bit more of our cautious mentality today. It is an away game. We know we've beaten Angie twice this season. And that was with our more aggressive formation. So I'm hoping, you know, but this is an away game, so I'm hoping with the away game we can play a little more cautious. We'll see what happens. First game we beat them was obviously our home game, and then the second one was in the cup or the whatever, the tournament or whatever it's called. Come on, guys, let's go. Got a throw in here from Angie, early throw in here. Let's get that one cleared out. Uridia gets his head on that one. It looks like we're not going to be able to get that one, though. Oh, good takeaway by Klinken, though. That's a great takeaway. Pushing the ball up. Is he going to be able to... Okay, gets tackled away from him, but Malirov is able to come up with it. Pushing the ball up this right-hand side. He's going to be able to get a good cross in here. He's going to get it taken... Oh, okay. Maybe he got recovered back. There we go. Good play there. Malirov is going to... get tripped up there and get the penalty called. Should be Klinken, I believe, right? Yes. Come on, Klinken. Absolutely clinical on the penalties this season. I mean, I think that he's got 9 goals for the season. I think at least 7 of those feel like has been penalties. So he's done very, very well from the penalty spot. Getting an early lead for us is great. Come on, guys. Let's keep it up. Gotta love that early lead, but we need another one to get in a little bit of cushion. Here's Klinken with a free kick. Eremenko's in the spot. Ooh, offsides. I thought he looked like he might have been offsides. He missed it anyway. Wouldn't have mattered. I mean, a decent play, but just gotta be careful with that. Uridia tries to get that one out of there, but unfortunately, only as far as the other team's player. Are they gonna get it? They are gonna get a shot there. I mean, credit where credit's due. But obviously very unfortunate for us. Yeah, we just didn't clear that one out. We had 2 guys stacked up on each other. That's not good either. And really just left this guy completely free. Really, really unfortunate to see that right before halftime here. I don't know that I am pleased. I mean, I'll say it. Okay, looks like they're motivated. I don't know that I am pleased, though. I mean, we're still in the game. It's not like we're losing, I guess, but... And it is a team that's technically above us, but we've beaten these guys by 3 points the last 2 times we've played them. So I really feel like we should be playing better than this right now. I mean, Uridia not playing well. It's been Gomez on. Agapov not playing very well. Neither is Gorbanov. But he's motivated. We're going to leave Gorbanov on a little bit longer. Alright, chasing that one down is Malyrov. Let me get over to Mediub. Mediub, what's he going to do with it? Take it pretty deep up. Can Uridia chase this one down? He cannot. That was a terrible play. That was a terrible play by their goalkeeper. Getting out of goal that far and then just not clearing it out the right way. Eremiko just took a shot at the open goal. I mean, Eremiko misses that one and he does not live that one down. You don't live something like that down. Wide open goal. I mean, yeah, that was a terrible play by their goalkeeper. Wide open goal. Eremiko just practice shot at that point. I mean, we'll take the gimme, I suppose. Let's see here. I mean, I kind of want to swap Medeo out since he's got a yellow card. But we obviously got to be careful with our defense right now. Gobanov over to Klinkin. Klinkin to Kaplenko. Kaplenko up to Malyrov. Come on, guys. Let's get a good finish here. Gonna get across to Tyranov. Man, just couldn't finish that one. I don't know if it was a bad pass or he just wasn't where he needed to be, but should have been better. There's Gorbanov, though, with the ball, and that was the end of that highlight, actually. Come on, guys. Looks like Kaplenko's getting a little bit tired. Malyrov's getting a little tired. There's Tataranoff heading it up, but, you know, nobody there to pick that one up. So that was more of just a, I don't know, I guess just got to do something with it. Come on, guys. Don't let them get back in this. Come on. Gotta get this lad. I thought he looked like he was offsides, but I didn't want to, you know, wishful thinking and all that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple more subs here. We got a couple guys that are really tired, so we're gonna bring Malyrov off, and we're gonna bring Kaplenko off, and go with that. And that's our last 2 subs for the day. Come on, guys. You guys can do good. I mean, I hate... Oh, come on. Don't give it up like this, guys. Don't give it up like this. You know what? I don't care. I don't even care if we lose at this point. A draw is a loss, in my opinion. We've got too much ground to make up to get back into the promotion spots. A draw is a loss. I don't want to see your goal. It was too depressing the first time. Alright, we got a throw in here from Makbaliv. Into very much cleared out there, but here comes Potapov. Come on, Potapov, don't make me regret bringing you in here. Come on, guys. If you're going to push it up there for our strikers, put it where they can get to them before the goalkeeper does. Although, of course, the last time we did that, the goalkeeper got out of position. We can lose this one. Fine. Come on, guys. I'm disappointed. I am really disappointed with that. I mean, we absolutely controlled the game. No, I'm not going to say it. You kidding? You kidding? I'm not happy for that performance. I don't care how demotivated you are. Get demotivated, Mr. Uridia, who hasn't scored in forever. Yeah, get demotivated. Because, quite frankly, you You guys should have played better. We did not need a draw there. We needed a win there to catch up. Well, I mean, we obviously have to catch Angie before we can worry about Ufa, but we shouldn't be losing against or drawing against a team that we've beaten by 6 points on aggregate over the last 2 games we've played them. It's ridiculous. Pretty disappointed, but, you know, what you going to do? This guy looks like this guy might be halfway decent, but let's keep scouting him for now. Ah, so frustrating. I don't want to go to the press conference. What are you talking about? I mean, yeah, sure, 8 unbeaten, but the fact of the matter is, look, we're playing well. Don't get me wrong. That's some good stuff there. I mean, starting to get some draws, though, which is getting a little bit worrying, but we're playing well. But these other guys up here are just playing, like, lights out. Like, it's insane how much better they're playing right now. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in there. We'll be right back for I said cut. We'll put a pause in there. We'll be right back for the Nizhny Novgorod game. Let's get some points back, guys. Let's get some points back. All right, we're back for our home game against Nizhny Novgorod here. Unfortunately, our goalkeeper cannot play in this game because this is his parent team. So we're having to bring in our 1-star backup youngster, is what it is. But we do. We also still don't have Nikita. He's still not completely full back to fitness. It's only been a couple days since the last game anyway. And I still really, I mean, look, I really want the win. I really want the win. And had he been playing last game, he might have gotten the win there. But if we got him more injured, then we'd be out. What if we got him, out with him for 2 months or something? Although we're about to get the winter break, so maybe it's worth risking him. That is a thought. But I'd rather just not risk it. Let's just play it with what we got. I mean, honestly, these guys should be able to score. I mean, these guys should be able to play what they need to do what they need to do. The only other thing I would say is that, unfortunately, Vortskov, who is normally playing our defensive midfielder, still suspended because, for whatever reason, even though I moved him to our parent squad, which I've done many times this season, it just didn't take. And so what I had to do was I actually moved him to the under-21 squad, which did take. And then I moved him to the senior squad after that, which I think has also taken. So I think I think he is actually on the senior squad now, no longer on the Neftekhimik 2 squad. So hopefully now the suspension gets used up and then he can actually play again. Very frustrating, very silly, but what you gonna do? All right, let's go ahead and jump in here, submit this team. Like I said, no other real changes other than the goalkeeper. So, I mean, we at least scored 2 goals last game, right? So we know we could score. It's whether or not we can keep them from scoring with a backup goalkeeper. He's the only reason he's even there is because he's basically a free registration. We would love to register our play our other better goalkeeper, but we just didn't have enough registration slots to keep him on the registration list. Well, pretty boring first 30 minutes. Come on, guys. Nizhny's, what, 2 slots below us, looks like? Yeah, so they're not that far behind us. Wow, very boring first half. Again, this is another one of those situations where a draw feels like a loss. A draw feels like a loss. All right, we're going to go a little bit more positive here. Got a throw in here from Malyarov. Gets it into Uridia. Back to Malyarov. Malyarov's going to get it over to Litvinov. Litvinov. It's a little bit snowy, it looks like. Back to Mediub. What's going to do with it, buddy? Come on. It's all the way across. There's Tatarinov. Still not really in the right place at the right time. I mean, Tatarinov just hasn't been playing as well for us as I would like to see him play, quite frankly. He's always in the area, but just not in the area enough or, positioning himself well enough to get a goal. But maybe he'll make up for it here. Nope. Nope. Not super impressed with him, to be honest. There's Eremenko with the corner kick. Uridia was nearby, but not close enough. And that's the end of that highlight. Wow. Okay, well, now what? Malyarov is playing really, really poorly. He's also pretty tired. Klinkin is also, I mean, he's playing better than anybody else, but he's pretty tired as well. Let's bring on some more just kind of fitness here. start with that. See if we can get a little bit of energy. Come on, guys. Defend against this. Come on. Let's get a takeaway here. We'll let that guy get break free pretty easily. Okay, offsides. Well, that would help him break free a little bit. How offsides was he? It's not by much, to be fair, but he was offsides. All right, we got a throw in here from Makbalev. Gets it deflected, unfortunately. Kapelenko's able to chase that one down, thankfully. Gets it up to Litvinov. Litvinov up to Makbalev. We know he can play. We know he can cross. Not that time, though. Kapelenko over to Eremenko. Back to Litvinov. Back to Eremenko. Back to Litvinov. Levin now. Back to Litvinov. Just passing it around quite a bit here. Gorbanov on the left-hand side. Is he going to be able to get a good cross here? He's going to get it over to Tatar. Man, Tatarinov just cannot score no matter what he does. Eremenko with the corner here. Gets it across. Mediub's going to be able to chase that one down. He's going to get back over to Eremenko. He's going to get a wide open cross here, hopefully. Unless he's... Oh, he was offsides. Which I guess makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Bring Litka on, but I'm going to swap him with 11. 11 plays slightly better up there. I mean, I really need to swap Tatarinov off. All right, I may risk Nikita for 10 minutes. I really need somebody to jump in here and just do something. He's motivated. Come on, buddy. Show me one thing. Mediub with the ball here. We're just going to give it right back up again because we're dumb. Good save there. Mediub kicks it out free, for a throw-in. Is Nikita even going to get a chance to get his foot on the ball at all? Come on, guys. Nothing? Man. This string of draws, especially, I mean, I felt like we dominated this game. We should have scored. I mean, we're very close to us. 1.0 XG, which tells me we should have at least scored something or come very, very, very close to it, which I felt like we did probably, I guess, a couple times, but that is unfortunate. What do you do? What do you do? Drawing is a lot of, it's basically the same as losing. It really is. That's 4 points we've given up in these last 2 games. I mean, this run of form is not going to cut it by any chance, by any stretch. I mean, this run of form is obviously better than this early run of form, but if we start going on just draw the rest of the season, then, I mean, that's worth nothing. All right, well, the next game you guys will see will be after the winter break. So we'll get our new midfielder in. I don't know if there'll be anything else. We'll see. We got no games in December, January, or February. We'll probably have some, I think last season we had some friendlies in February or something like that. We'll probably have some work here, I'm sure, to get scheduled in at some point. But the next game you guys will see sometime in here. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'm not sure. Probably we may come back right at the beginning of it to the Ska Khabarovsk game, just because it's the highest ranked team of this list, and then play Volgar or something like that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's probably what I'm going to be shooting for. I may change my mind. We do have Krasnodar coming up, 16th ranked team. Really need to pick up some points there, away game or not. Who cares? And then if we could pick up some points against Ufa, that would be a huge. That would make up for some of this, but that if we got a win, that would definitely make up for some of this because the best I think I could hope for was a draw. But if we just draw, then at least it's something, I suppose. So we'll see. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.